All right, so your child probably watches movies in English already, but if they're just following the story, they are leaving the biggest English speaking benefit on the table. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to turn any movie into a speaking practice session. And it's so simple that you could even get started this weekend. So if you're helping your child grow their confidence in English, please subscribe to this channel. I share strategies that help kids move from understanding English to expressing their ideas clearly and confidently. So stay until the end because I'm sharing the exact questions I ask after every movie that get kids talking in full sentences every single time. All right, so this is the difference between passive watching and active learning. And most kids are doing the first one. So when a child is focused on what happens next, their brain is processing the plot, not the language. They finished the movie, they loved it, and then you need to ask them to say something about it in English. And the words just maybe aren't there, right? So watching movies in English is not the same as speaking in English, right? But with one small shift, movie time becomes speaking practice, right? And that shift does not require pausing every 5 minutes and turning the movie night into a lesson, right? All right, so if you are helping your child grow their confidence in English, please subscribe to this channel. I share strategies that help kids move from understanding English to expressing their ideas clearly and confidently. So if you want your child getting structured weekly speaking practice with a native speaker, check out my English Confidence Club for kids 8 to 12. The link is in the description and spots are limited, so go check it out. Okay, so this is the reframe. So we are reframing how we think, right? So the secret is not which movie they are watching. It is how they are watching, right? So this reframe is critical. The movie itself matters less than what happens before, during, or after watching it. So a child who watches the same movie twice, multiple times, and talks about it in English will get more speaking practice than a child who watches 10 different movies in silence. So remember, parents, familiarity is your friend. So pick a movie your child knows inside and out. They have watched it many times. So when a child already knows what happens in a movie, they can focus entirely on the English language, not focusing on, hey, what's happening next? What is the main character going to do? And this is the secret, and it changes everything. All right, so again, pick a movie that your child knows by heart. As a child, like I remember I had a few movies that I loved and I would watch all the time. So go ahead and pick a movie that your child knows inside and out. And this is the starting point. So when they already know the story, they can focus 100% on the English instead of the plot. This is critical. And their comprehension anxiety disappears completely. They're not worried about missing something in the plot, so they can actually just relax while watching. And this relaxed state is exactly where language sticks. So think about it. Your child watches the same movie 10 times. They're not bored, right? They're just absorbing more every single time. They're learning new details. They're figuring out different characters, right? They're understanding more every single time. Okay, again, subtitles, super critical. Most parents either use no subtitles or they put the subtitles in your child's native language, right? And both miss the opportunity for growth. So the right approach is the English voiceover, right? Having the movie in English, and then adding English subtitles. So I don't want you to be using English subtitles in other languages. Please keep it English voiceover, English subtitles, and you will be shocked at how quickly their comprehension, their English skills, their overall confidence just shoots up and skyrockets when you have English voiceovers and English subtitles. So when the audio and text are both in English, kids are listening and reading simultaneously. They are practicing two skills at once without even knowing because they're just excited to watch their favorite movie, right? So this combination accelerates both comprehension and vocabulary retention. So faster than either alone. So it's such an incredible tool to use both skills at once. Truly amazing. And it feels like watching a movie. Like, it doesn't feel like another English lesson. It doesn't feel like textbook English. It is fun. It's exciting, right? All right, so some awesome, awesome animated movies for kiddos are Moana, Lion King, Finding Nemo, Bad Guys, and Zootopia. So these animated movies are lovely because language is clear, the stories are emotional, and the kids already love them. These are highly, highly popular movies. Um, yeah, so again, pick a movie that your child has seen many times to start with. But Moana is a great one because there's adventure, identity, family themes. It's incredibly rich for discussion. And again, songs are amazing. So I love recommending Disney movies for kids because they have amazing songs where kids can practice. They can do the sing along, which is another great skill. So The Lion King, we talk about loss, courage, responsibility. Those are some of those underlying themes. Kids have deep feelings about this one, and the feelings produce language, right? They're going to remember because they have these deep, strong feelings. Same with Finding Nemo. There's fear, trust, letting go. Parents and kids can connect to this one together. Bad Guys is one of my favorites. Funny, it's hilarious, surprising, and full of character opinions. So kids always have something to say on this one and with the various characters. Zootopia is another classic. I love this one. There's friendship, fairness, all sorts of good themes in here. And older kids in this age group really have meaningful conversations about this one. All right, so some action and adventure movies I recommend. So, depending on your child, their age, this is totally up to the parent's discretion. Remember, these are just suggestions. So, action and adventure movies can give kids so much to retell and describe. There's always something happening, right? So, Spider-Man, kids love debating which Spider-Man movie is the best. And that debate alone is a full speaking session. So, this is awesome. The Incredibles, another classic that I love. There's family dynamics, superpowers, identity themes. This one is super awesome because kids have an opinion on all the different characters, like Jack, and all the different fun characters here. Night at the Museum is another good one. There's a lot of humor, history, and this is great for kids who really love facts and funny moments. Jumanji is another popular one where there's these wild scenes that kids love to retell and react to. So this is an awesome for like, hey, what would you do here? Why? For any of these, retelling alone is worth its weight in speaking practice. So it's critical. All right, so pause and predict. This is an awesome thing that you can do during the movies that make a big difference. Pause at the right moment, right before a big decision, right before something big happens. Ask, what do you think happens next? Why? Just these two questions can make a world of difference in your child's understanding. So you can use the sentence starters like, hey, I think this will happen because. So go ahead and model it for yourself. You can go ahead and tell them what you think will happen first. So they hear what a full, complete answer sounds like, right? We're working on those, expanding those sentences, creating those beautiful sentences. And this works because prediction requires real thinking, full sentences, and genuine engagement. So one pause, maybe two, per movie is enough. You're not turning movie night into a classroom. You're just adding a moment of active thinking, right? We don't want your kids to dread watching movies because they should be fun, right? So just remember, just a couple questions here and there, but just have it be fun. All right, parents, after the movie, you can ask questions like, which character did you like the most and why? You can always use this one as a great starter question because the kids always have an opinion, right? What would you have done differently? So this is awesome because there's lots of differentiation here. If you have multiple children, they would have different ideas. There's no wrong answer and it produces natural English every time. Can you retell the story in English in 5 sentences? So this is the challenge question. Save it for those kids who are ready. And again, 5 sentences feels manageable, but requires sequencing, vocab, and confidence all at the same time. So be sure to give them, frequency words, right? First, next, then, last. Those are great ones to help them with sequencing. And remember, these questions work with literally any movie at any level. So save them somewhere so you can find them easily and practice with your child. And if you do practice, let me know what they say. All right, again, remember, pick a movie they've seen at least twice, if not more times, right? Familiarity removes comprehension pressure completely. Go ahead and watch it in English with English subtitles, both audio and text in English at the same time. And talk about it in English right after. While it's fresh, while the feelings are still there, this is when the best language comes out, right? And these 3 steps turn any movie night into speaking practice without it feeling like studying. So the talking after you watch the movie is super important and one that most families skip. So don't skip it. All right, so again, watch the movie together because you are the conversation partner, not just like the teacher or the supervisor, right? So you guys are enjoying watching the movie together and talking. So you can pause like, I wouldn't say once per scene actually. I would say a couple times per the movie. I don't want it to be like homework. It should be fun and light. So just enjoy it and never correct their grammar during the movie. The goal is the flow, not the accuracy, right? We just want them to communicate their idea, right? Not be a perfect English speaker. Because guess what? I'm a native English speaker. I'm making mistakes in English, and I'm sure you make mistakes in your native language too. That's okay. So your presence and your genuine curiosity are 2 things that make this work with your child. You don't have to be an English teacher, right? Maybe you are, but you don't have to be. You just have to show interest with your child and create that supportive environment for them to practice and take risks. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you at least one idea that you can try this weekend. And I really challenge you to implement one of these steps with your child or your children. Make sure it is a movie they already love too. So this shift from passive watching to active speaking is smaller than you think. And it starts with one question, after the credits start rolling, after the movie starts. So drop in the comment, which movie would your child watch first in English? So I love to know which movies children are interested in, what your kid loves. And if this helped you, go ahead and share it with another parent. It really helps this channel grow and reach more kids around the world and to turn more children into confident and excited and happy English speakers, right? We want them to be excited to use the language. So if you aren't subscribed yet, hit that button. I am here every single week with real strategies for parents who want real results for their children. So go ahead, choose one thing from this lesson and this video and choose that to implement with your child this week and practice that on a weekly basis, and you will be shocked at the results. So I'll see you in the next one.